What is going on, YouTube? Tyler here with False Neutral Media. Alongside me, my co-host, my brother Trevor, and High Point. We just had High Point. Dude.
Incredible racing. But before we get to High Point, we had a bye week, a week
We
off,
did.
in which during the weekend, you were out, weekend and some days, I
Yeah.
believe, out at Mammoth.
Dude, so Mammoth was sick, got there Saturday night. The weather was perfect. It was beautiful racing. Track was sick. Myron ended up changing the start. So a lot of people are super like nervous and honestly they won't go to Mammoth because of that start. So what Myron did, which I love, like Myron's all for the riders. That's why I love him so much, dude. Like he literally cares for the safety of these riders, and this year he made it almost a 90-degree angle. So he put some hay bales to make instead of coming up the hill and turning, and then you have these grooves because there's that one section where it passes. So you literally go over some lines, some grooves on that section, turning left up the hill. So what he did was they made sure that it was paid like a little more, and you had to go more straight and then turn. So it made it safer. The riders had to slow down more. There was a lot of people were hesitant about it, like, oh my gosh, this change. And then all of a sudden everybody starts doing it and everyone was like, hell yeah, like this is awesome. A lot of people even said, hey, if we would have known you were going to change this, we would have came up and race. It's like, dude, you should be coming up to race regardless. You know what I mean? But no, it was awesome. It was awesome. I got there Saturday night, like I said. And then Ryan, I was there to film the Villapotos, and a couple other riders, and watch a lot of the up and coming riders race. And Ryan was an absolute beast. He went 1-1-1-3. The last moto, he's like, dude, I'm cooked. Like he hasn't been practicing. He's been focusing on the boys. So all of his attention is focusing on the boys. And we have been traveling to every race. I think Gage has had 1 week off, maybe 2 the most. So now that this race is over, the plan is we're going to Mississippi, going to Kevin Wyndham's house to train for about 2.5, 3 weeks, straight to Loretta's to Tennessee. So I'm excited for that. That's going to be an awesome trip. Super fun. Boys are looking good. Brax ended up crashing in practice, hitting his head a little hard. He said I mean, there's rocks everywhere, right? So I think where he hit, just a little dazed. So Ryan pulled the trigger and said, hey, if this was an arm or a leg, you were bruised or something somewhere else, or like a little sore somewhere else, you would race. This is a head injury. You're not racing. I thought that was an amazing call by him and his wife, Kristen. Like, dude, like, I mean, he's crushed. All of his friends are there to race for Bears, his brother, and just having Hangtown, both of them, Brax and Gage were just back and forth. It was like watching the Lawrence brothers on 65. So Gage did awesome, got a lot of hole shots. I believe he placed 4th, 5th or 4th overall. But I mean, dude, he did awesome for his, I believe, second time on 65s there, which was awesome. But yeah, just watching Ryan too, like without training or anything, ripping. His fastest lap time was a 2:08. Fastest lap time, 2:08. And he would spin off right when the gate dropped, he would spin on the concrete and it would mess up a lot of guys' starts. So each time he was in the back. He was like second to last.
Had to charge.
And as we know, Ryan Villapoto, if anybody knows Ryan Villapoto, the way he charges in the back, riding on that rear tire. And let me
Yeah.
tell you, he only did the ECU with Jamie from Twisted Development, which Jamie's awesome. Shout out to Twisted. Um, what is it? Mitch Payton gave him a pipe, and I think they like everything else was like stock. He
Mhm.
might have had a sprocket. I forgot what he said, but dude, that thing was bone stock, and I'm sitting there like, dude, are you kidding? Like a kid in a candy shop, and I get to film this dude ripping basically a stock bike up at Mammoth.
So sick.
Dude, just watching RV, like it is super, super rewarding, especially after his career and being retired. But
Mhm.
no, it was awesome. We all had a blast. The boys did awesome. Gage did awesome. You know, Brax was cheering on his buddies, cheering on his brother. So regardless, we got a lot of fishing done. We got a lot of racing done, and it was just an all-out blast. Dane Pappas ran a 2:01, almost a
Ripping.
2-minute flat. Dude, Trev, I'm not even BSing you. Watching Dane, I mean, I've seen him since he was on 65s, but going right into 85 super minis. This kid is a monster. There's a
Mhm.
reason why they call him Danger. Like, not Danger Boy, he Danger, because he is dangerous. And if you mess with him or try to battle with him, good luck. He was absolutely
I'm
flying. He was
excited.
faster than the pros. And this dude's in B, 250B, faster than the pros.
Ripping.
Absolutely ripping. I mean, there were so many amazing riders. We had Derek Drake out there. We had that was dominating. He went 1-2. I did leave early, so I wasn't there all day Saturday or Sunday. So I don't know the full results, how the full weekend played out, because I was like, dude, I'm heading out. I was there for a long time and just starting to get burned out and catching up on sleep, being home and all that fun stuff. But yeah, Derek Drake was out there, and another hitter that was out there that I was surprised. I showed up, and El Hombre was out there.
Yeah,
Jason
I saw that.
Anderson, Big Ando. So he was out there just for fun, you know, talk to him a little bit, and he's doing good, just taking time with the family. He was out there for fun. Unfortunately, dude, on race day, he did go down
Yeah.
in the same section that Ryder Ellis went down in. Ryder Ellis went down really hard. There was some, I don't want to get too into it. Um, because you know a lot of stuff happened. There was some employee that watered in the middle of the track too much, and when Ryder Ellis came over after the finish line, the right hand sweeper to that small double, it was a it was slick as snot, had a lot of off camber braking bumps to line up for that right side before going up the hill. And he just tapped the brake a little bit, washed out, was knocked out. Dude, I'm gonna try like not to get emotional because it was actually really, really scary. I was at the top of the hill and he made that pass for first and he never came around. So that that definitely scared me. I came down, and even when that crash happened and I came down, jumped over the fence and came there, he was just waking up.
Mhm.
So that really that was a rough day. He is totally okay. He got a concussion and only a broken collarbone. But that
Mhm.
was just seeing, I mean, a lot of these riders, man, I don't care who it is, whether I know them personally, know them for a short time, or barely know them. I care about all these riders, man. This is the most gnarliest sport, but seeing that, it was definitely, it hit hard. Um, but yeah, he's totally okay. He came up the next day, cheered a lot of his friends on, let everybody know that he was okay. So, Ryder, dude, all I could say is get better. I'll have to give them a call, check in on him. But hopefully with the how the break was, he's off for 4 to 6 weeks. So
Mhm.
he should be ready for Loretta's by that time. Um, hopefully he gets, that practice in, gets ready for it, and stays conditioned, like, hopping on the bike or doing what he needs to.
Mhm.
Um, but no, yeah, that was intense. But no, dude, Mammoth was absolutely insane. But other than that, let's talk High Point,
Let's do
because
do.
that race, like all those motos, like I was surprised. There was guys that we thought were gonna win that didn't. There was guys that were definitely impressing me. So let's break it
Mhm.
down. Let's go into the 250s. What did you think of High Point?
High Point was interesting, man. We've talked about it a few times. I think one, if the rider that surprised you the most wasn't Cole Davies, I don't know what to say. There were a lot of good rides. I'll give it to everybody. There were a lot of good rides. There were a lot of rough rides,
Yeah,
a lot of rough ones. But the top 3 that stood out to me were the top 3 that I've been looking at and hoping for. I wanted Joe Shimoda to start putting stuff together. It seems like he's getting there. Struggled a bit with some of the rookies, Caden, the 2 Cadens from, Monster Energy Yamaha, but my goodness, it was a pretty good day. I was impressed by Casey Cochran as well. Um, I don't know what's going on with Chance Hymas. Um, Usually he's better in these earlier rounds.
yeah,
Um, and it just looks like he's not really putting it together too well. Caden Dudney had a rough second moto. But I was pretty impressed to see them, within the realm of conversation. Him and Caden Minear had a great second moto with a third.
yeah,
But I think Julian Beaumer definitely had exactly what we were talking about, which is he's got the speed to get it done. Now
absolutely.
it's just about consistency, right? Cole Davies saying, "PC Cowie boys, like this is me stating like I want to be involved in this championship and closing in that gap." And dude, a real rough race for the PC Cowie boys.
Oh man, yes. Yeah,
Rough get off, rough get off for Hammaker.
yeah,
In Levi Kitchen, it just seemed like right when he was getting that momentum, something would happen. The front would wash, or he would get off balance or make a mistake. Um, but all in all, great day, top 5 for Caden Minear. I thought the Husqvarna boys were looking good. Um, and kind of swap places in Moto 1 and 2.
yeah.
Um,
Dude,
but
Cochran impressed me.
Cochran was looking
Davies, I
fast.
definitely agree with that. Like I thought he
Mhm.
impressed me by far, but I mean it's hard to not say, at least for the 250, there was like a handful of guys that impressed me. One, obviously
Mhm.
Davies, Julian Beaumer, and Casey
Right.
Cochran. Those
Yeah.
three definitely were out there impressing the hell out of me. And like, I mean, the guys on Husky, as we all know, they Huskies going through what they're going through. So it's like these guys are out here trying to show, hey, I have what it takes. Like, please pick me up for next year. I need a ride. I need to pay the bills. I'm a racer. I could be top 5, top 10 if you need me to. So
Yeah.
they are out there to dress and impress. And I think they're doing that magnificently this year.
I mean, this round they beat multiple people that have full on rides. You
Yeah.
get what I mean? They beat Chance Hymish straight up. They beat Michael Moseman in terms of the swinging results and where the pendulum fell at the end of the moto overall. But I think it is one of those. I hope the Husky boys can kind of put it together. We'll even speak about the Huskies when we get to the 450 class because
Yeah.
I don't think you can talk about the 450 motos without bringing up the speed that RJ Hampshire was bringing. There were points where, like, when Jet was moving through the pack, he was glued to the back of him and was trying to make up as much time as possible, and he looked fucking fast.
Yeah.
You're right on. You're dead on when you're saying these Husky boys are being like, do not forget that we're putting in top 5, top 10 finishes. Like, we have what it takes. And I don't have any doubt in my mind that Casey Cochran and Ryder DeFrancisco will find a suitable ride next season. They're way too fast to
Yeah.
just be kind of like, hey, because if even if they went privateer, it's like, okay, they're probably still gonna get around top 10, top 12. So like they're already in the conversation of, well, at least get picked up by like a part-time factory satellite team or one of these factory teams. I think all of them have the ability to be drafted into one of these, if you will.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
but I will say, dude, one of my favorite ways to see somebody get a 1-1 is through adversity, and Cole Davies in Moto 1 was charging and working through the pack, same thing in Moto 2, getting better starts, trying to get to the front, and I'm sorry, Cole Davies looked absolutely incredible. He
Dude,
looked
I didn't think
fantastic
he had the drive or anything in Moto 1. Moto 1, I was like, dude, he has to fight. And sure enough, dude.
and consistent, just chipping away,
Yeah.
and I loved it. I loved seeing it, and I loved seeing Julian Beaumer
Yeah.
2-2 on the day, right? Joe going 3-4. What have we said? This is going to be about consistency. That's why it's one of those, do I want a PC Cowie guy to win this? Yeah. Yeah, I really do. Will I be upset if Julian Beaumer at this point in the season starts going, okay, I can start getting to it. We go to the championship standings, right? Levi Kitchen is leading by 150. Joe
Yeah.
Shimoda's behind by 1 point. Julian Beaumer is behind by 2 points, right? Cole Davies is behind by, he's got 143 to 150, right? I'm not doing quick math right now. It's all so close, right?
Yes.
And when it's the fact of, like, going 1-1 nets you 50 points. This is such a swingy 250 class like we've talked about. The pendulum can swing in either direction. Right now, we've got Levi Kitchen, who's barely holding on to the points lead, right? Joe Shimoda has shown us a overall of 6th, 5th, 1st, and 3rd
Yeah.
have gained him 1 point off the championship leader.
Just staying consistent.
Julian B and Julian Beaumer's only 1 point behind him, right? 2
Yeah.
points behind the leader. Julian Beaumer's going 5th, 2nd, 6th, and 2nd. If he can go 2nd, 3rd, 1st, any of that and start putting together those consistent results, I see all top 4, top 5 even, if they can perform, switching back and forth throughout the entire rest of the season.
Yeah.
Because the answer is all of these dudes on a good day can go 1-1. I think Julian Beaumer can absolutely go 1-1. I think Joe Shimoda, if he can put it together, have a good start and not get into these battles where he can't make passes, I think Joe can go 1-1. I think Cole Davies obviously can go 1-1. We've seen it. Seth Hamaker can definitely go 1-1, right? We know he has the speed. Levi Kitchen is obviously able to go 1-1 if he has a good day,
Yeah.
but none of them are having the best day, right? Even Cole Davies is like, yeah, I went 1-1, but God, it was a fucking dogfight,
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah.
right?
He had to push, especially in Moto 1. Moto 2, great start. Great start,
Yeah.
which he didn't have to work as hard. But let's talk about that track for a split second, because usually
Slick.
it is, it's not like it with High Point and even Thunder Valley, you never know when the rain's going to come. Like with those two tracks, especially, you either get thunder and lightning, they're delayed with racing. So, like this track, I was even talking at Mammoth to Moto KK, who is in the WMX, and she was like, "This track was gnarly, absolutely gnarly." So it was
Yeah.
kind of cool to get her perspective from that race. So I can't even imagine like the speed that she and the women that were going at and the guys. And
Yeah.
that track, dude, the ruts, the lines, it was super slick. I mean, we saw a lot of mistakes. We saw some crashing. Like man, Enzo Timmerman just had the worst luck on I believe Moto 2. Moto
Mhm.
2. And I hope he's doing okay, but man, there was some blue
Same
grooves
place
there, some
Ferrandis. Yeah.
yeah, Ferrandis colliding with that one rider,
Uh-huh. The one
from
from Sweden or
Sweden or
Norway.
Norway, yeah, one of the
I wanna
2.
say it's from Norway. What's I know his name. Oh my goodness, why am I blanking on it right
Yeah, we
now?
literally just watched the highlights to refresh, but no, it was, that track was brutal, and then what was it in Moto 2's
Condal.
Condal, yes.
Condal.
Moto 2's,
Condal.
the rain started, coming down a little bit, light sprinkle, like, obviously, but that definitely plays a huge factor with visibility and everything like that,
Yeah.
so, um, no, that track was insane. There was yeah, the way that those guys and girls were just absolutely dominating and full on 100%. It's just dude, this sport's insane.
And I wanna actually touch on this before we move on to the 450s and stuff. You were talking about Ryder Ellis, you were talking about Mammoth, you were talking about the speed and how gnarly this sport is. I don't think the common watcher understands how fast it is how fast the cap is to get in a top 5 position.
Yeah,
The speed that you have to be, even for these young kids on 85s, 250s, 65s, the speed that you have to go at, because all these people are going, "Yeah, I'm fast." It's not fast enough for when I get to futures. It's not fast enough for when I wanna make my pro debut in MX,
yep,
right? It's not fast enough to be the fastest amateur guy because they're watching right now. The demand to be absolutely perfect your entire moto
yeah,
is like you have to be 98 to 99% efficacy rate, right? You
absolutely.
have to be absolutely nailing everything perfect. Why?
Yes,
Because the fastest in the pros that you want to go into, they are doing that. They're
yes,
riding at a level we've never seen. We've had, right, the old eras. We've had the James Stewart era where it was, "Brother, I'm holding it wide and seeing what happens." That's not cutting it anymore.
no,
Now, you have to hold it open wide while your technique is fucking flawless. So all of that starts when? The fundamentals when you're in the amateurs racing up at Mammoth, when you're qualifying for Loretta Lynn's, when you're starting to push the envelope, when you're putting in a 201 and you're faster than the other pros. Why? I have to be faster than the pros here because they're barely qualifying for the pros there. And that's
100%.
not discounting the pros. The
No, yeah,
pros that are barely qualifying in Supercross and Motocross will smoke you any given day on any track. But when
yes,
they're compared to the best of the best, because that's the thing is the American Supercross and Motocross are where everybody comes. We have
yes,
always had people coming. From the moment we did the Super Bowl of motocross in the Los Angeles Coliseum, we had foreign riders coming.
yep,
Why? Because it started in Europe. The racing and everything started in Europe, and we went, "Hey, let's get some of that."
yeah,
So, of course, these riders come from all over the world. So, when you're an American amateur, no, it doesn't cut it because you're not a European rider riding and qualifying for the GP. You're over here where the fastest from there are coming to make a name for themselves here. So
Yes.
you're not just competing against the amateur Americans you're riding with your entire life. You're also competing with people that have seen adversaries in tracks you've never even fucking thought of, right?
Yes.
And they're bringing a whole different speed. Australians are bringing a whole different speed. You've got the Belgian riders bringing a whole different speed. And as a young rider trying to make it to pro, you are aware of this. Caden Minear is aware of this. Caden Dudney is aware of this. Cole Davies was aware of this.
Yes.
So when we talk about the speed now, people go, and it made me kind of think, right, while you were talking about, is I go, so often I'm like, and he tucked the front end again. Of course, they're tucking the front end. They're going into the corner at 45 miles an hour while I'm going, second gear feels nice. You
Yeah.
get what I mean? Like, these guys are riding at a level where back in the day, we used to look at James Stewart and be like, wildest rider and fastest dude on the bike.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think these riders next to James Stewart at that time would give him more than a run for his money, and they would look slow doing it. And it would make you go, oh, fuck. Because, dog, don't believe me? Watch how James and Ricky react and go, that's okay.
Yeah.
Watch them react to how Jet rides the track and go, this guy's making look easy. He looks like he's not even trying. But that would have taken me everything to make that section happen.
Yeah.
And he's floating. That's the thing, is like we're entering this age. I don't know if you saw the MXGP shit with Hurlings and Kunit.
I saw a
Oh
couple
my,
I saw a couple clips on my
oh my
while I
God.
was there at Mammoth.
Oh my God. But that's what I'm talking about, is in this 250 class. And now as we transition to the 450 class, the level is so beyond imagination. When I was younger, I was like, cool, this is how fast people are on dirt bikes. I'm watching now and going,
There's no way I
brother,
would even keep up.
brother,
Yeah.
there's all the people that are retired champions right now are going, thank God I'm out when I did, dude.
Yeah.
They're demanding everybody rides like peak James Stewart and peak Ryan Villapoto and peak Ryan Dungey every lap.
Yes.
And those riders are like, I was lucky if I put that together 2 fucking
Well, dude, just
motos in a
to
row. But it's like expected now. We expect Jet Lawrence to go 1-1 or Hunter to go 1-1
yeah.
or 1-2, vice versa. We expect Hayden Deegan to be up there. And so this is where I'm giving my flowers. I give my hat off to all these guys. They're running at a fucking pace. And I'm looking at these tracks going, it's not like the technology for getting the tracks has gotten any better in terms of condition.
Yeah.
We're still watering. We're still doing mulch. We're doing whatever
Sand,
we
yeah.
can. And these
Everything.
riders are expected to race like this track is perfect. And they're like,
Yeah.
but it's not. And it's like, what did you say? Get your ass back out there and
Yeah.
race.
Just a comment
So it's
on that
crazy.
too. Like you're spot on. And just the progression of the sport. And when for a lot of people that like are coming into the sport too, when we were growing up watching James, Chad Reed, Ricky Carmichael, it was full throttle. You were wide open. You were battling, you were fighting hard, and you were riding like a wild man. In today's in today's era of the sport, it is more roll speed. It is being more smooth and consistent.
It's body leverage.
Body position, body leverage, feet position. It is more technical. I mean, you when we were growing up, everybody had the hunchback. Let me show you guys. Like you literally rode the bike like this. There's still some guys in the vet class that still rock it, but now it
And we
is
still have the picture of Dad with his ass off the back fender.
yeah. Now it's like back
Okay.
back is straight, body posture. It like the whole game has and I know even in those times it was starting to progress, right? It was
Of course.
starting to change. This sport The thing I love about this sport too is it's continuously changing.
Mhm,
Continuously. Yeah, I mean, and I've said this before, when you say about these amateur kids, they have to show to perform with their
mhm.
sponsors, their contracts, everything. Um, but when they're there, even if they're winning, say for example, whether it's uh Gage Villapoto, Tanner Hatfield, you know, Talon Henson to Dylan Graham, Ryder Ellis, Dane Pappas, like I could go on, all these guys, they it they will win, right? By I don't know how many seconds, right? For example, just say Dane wins by 20 seconds. I'll go up to
Mhm.
him and be like, dude, what a fantastic race. That was freaking awesome. Like, dude, you had the fastest lap time. He's like, could have been faster.
So it's
Should have been
interesting you bring
faster.
that up. It's interesting you bring that up. Adam Cianciarulo Adam Cianciarulo, made a comment about this where he said, "It's interesting because it hasn't changed from when I was younger in the terms of I would beat the field by 20 seconds. Next weekend, I would go out, I'd only be able to beat him by 10.
Yes,
Next weekend, I'd go out, next thing you know, I'm only beating him by 7 seconds. If I'm not getting faster, they are getting faster watching me go fast, right? So it's one of those, like, when the bar gets set, it gets pushed. Always.
absolutely.
That's the sport. It's the evolution. We saw that it evolved, right? We had our Jeremy McGrath, then we go, right, Jeremy McGrath, Jeff Immig. That's the start of, like, we're fucking going after it, right? Rivalries are intense, and of course, we had those in the early days of, like, Bob Hanna, all these legends,
Yeah,
right? Roger DeCoster and all of his stuff in the MXGP, we can go on and on.
yeah.
From where I got into it, right, Jeremy McGrath, Jeff Immig, then we went into the Ricky Carmichael, Jeremy McGrath era, Ricky Carmichael, Bubba Stewart era, Chad Reed, which is the Great 3 era. Then you get Ryan Dungey and Ryan Villapoto for the Ryan era. But at each section of this, the writing is evolving, and you're noticing it's not about, well, we're retiring because we can't do it. It's we did what we needed to evolve the speed, and it's up to the next group now.
Yeah.
And it evolved to where next thing you know, you've got riders now like Hayden Deegan, the Lawrence brothers, Ken Roxon now winning the Supercross. Like it's dreams. It's dreams in evolution of the sport as it keeps going. And we're seeing that, like, we also have influence from foreign riders coming over. Jeffrey Hurlings, when he came over and gave Tomac the business that one year, that was a
That was
wake up call for
gnarly.
American
Yeah.
riders of being
Yes.
like, it's time to step it the fuck up,
Yeah.
right? When the Lawrences came over, it wasn't easy. They didn't utterly dominate as soon as they got here. They put in the work, and then everybody around them was like, "We have to go faster. We have to go faster." And that's the period where you're seeing Cameron McAdoo is crashing really fucking gnarly. Austin Forkner's crashing really gnarly. Why? Speed got elevated,
Yeah.
and now you're expected to go as hard as possible that entire fucking race.
Yeah.
So I just want to get that out there because you were talking about it, and it's
Yeah.
like when people go, "Well, why is it so dangerous?" I go, "Because it's never ending.
It's
It is
always
never
elevating.
ending."
Yeah. That's a good
And
point.
we're finding these riders, even these 85 riders and these young 250 riders, they're finding a way to shave off 4 seconds off a lap time, and you're going, "How? How did you get that?" We're seeing Jet Lawrence. I'm in second, third's catching up, crack of the throttle, 4 seconds. What
Yeah.
do you mean? What do you mean that lap you went 4 seconds faster? Huh? It's becoming now, and I don't mean this in rivalry terms. It's the chess of time. If I can cut that much off of a lap time, I can stay consistent. I'm not really feeling good on this leg. Maybe I'll, you know, keep the points right in view, right?
Yeah,
But Hunter's on it today. You even have Hayden Deegan that's got to be looking at time. Where can I gain time? It's all a battle of time. All these guys are battling time more than they are each other. Because
absolutely.
if you can battle and win
Yeah,
against time, then you just got to put together the pass. That's the equation. But you can't do one without the other. So it's always evolving. It's always getting faster. Um, and I need a reminder every once in a while that that's the way that it is. So I
yeah,
hope that's good for anybody listening. But
absolutely.
that
Good
being
point.
said,
Good point.
450s.
Yeah, let's get into the 450s. Honda HRC, the Lawrence
Yeah,
brothers.
yeah,
Hunter
dude.
is definitely impressing me. I am so excited for this season. Yes, Jet is coming back from, an injury and so on and so forth. We do for you could tell this track was so brutal. I couldn't even imagine what his knee and that leg was going through. So I wasn't like, yeah, I could definitely see him winning. He definitely obviously has the speed, but Hunter, after these past couple rounds, he is hungry, he is in shape, he is ready and healthy. So congratulations to Hunter. And I'm hoping when we go into Redbud, each race we see Jet getting more comfortable, better, a little bit stronger. um, but no, I thought it was great racing. Congrats to both of the Lawrence brothers. Um, but God, man, Hayden, even in Moto 2, super impressed me. Honestly, I
Mhm.
like, yes, he's learning. Yes, he's competitive. Yes, he's checking off small accomplishments that he has done. He is doing the Deegan program right now. So I love seeing it. I thought it was great racing from him. He's definitely learning a lot. He's making big moves, big passes. Just the way he was passing AP and Prada. Prada, Prado.
Yeah.
Um, he I think we're gonna see we could probably see like a podium this year from Hayden. I'll say it now because I could see it happening. Like it's moto, anything can happen, but the ones definitely that he needs to
I mean,
stay
he's
close to.
podiumed
No, yeah, but I'm saying what I mean, sorry, is taking top
1-1.
podium 1-1. I could definitely see it or going 2-1, making it one on the day. But I yeah, I could definitely see it happening. He's checking off a lot of those boxes. He's looking really good. This race, he looked a little more comfortable, especially with how gnarly the track was. Um, but I think even in the 450 class, who impressed me was AP.
Of course.
What about
Mhm.
you?
I think for me, right, last bench talk, I said I'm in between for my wild cards.
Yeah,
I wanna say AP because I feel it in my bones, but I'm also feeling a good finish from Marchbanks,
yeah.
and
Marchbanks.
I wasn't disappointed in the slightest. Both of my mentions for wild card, I went with Marchbanks, but I was correct. AP was looking great. He was
Yep,
getting good starts. He was out there. He was keeping up with the pace with the top 5 and was really trying to make it happen. Watching him battle with Prado had me grinning from ear to ear. I was
yeah,
very happy to see it.
definitely.
I'll say this about the Hayden thing. I see a lot of people going, I see him getting a 1-1. I think it's going to be very difficult. I think it's going to be very difficult. I get that people are saying that, and I understand. Do I think it's possible? Sure, anything's possible. We've got 40 riders shooting out of a gate for a first turn. I can't tell you what's going to happen when that gate drops.
Yeah,
I have no idea. We've seen Hunter and Jet get punted before. We've seen Jet dab his leg, and that was the season. At this point, it's this. I'm looking at what I have. The Lawrence brothers are fucking flying,
Yeah.
and we still have 2 more rounds of Lucas Coonan. So, as the time is whittling away, we're getting to more intense tracks. I'm keeping that in mind and going, this is Hayden's first year on all of these. Jets
On a
pretty much
450. On a
crushed them on a
450, yeah.
450. But that's the thing. The 250 is there. I'm not referencing that anymore. It doesn't matter here. It's new. This is his first time on the
Yes.
450 on all these tracks, and he has to figure it out. 4-3 on the day doesn't scream to me a 1-1 in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It doesn't, especially when the others are very much conditioned, and I'm talking about the Lawrence brothers.
Yeah.
They are conditioned to go the speed they
Hunter
need to
mainly,
go
100%.
the whole time,
Yeah.
the whole time. And Jets putting in these results with struggling with his leg, and I get it. Some people are like, he needs to stop using that excuse. It's not an excuse if you're 1-1ing. I think you need to remember that. It's not an excuse if he's beating you and goes, yeah, it's just a struggle for my leg. I've heard it a couple of times where they're like, how long is he going to use that excuse? I go, excuse, he went 1-1.
What did you think about practice
Like,
with him and Hayden?
it is what it is, dude.
I thought it was
You know?
entertaining. It sucks that he got penalized. Like, if someone's going out there to roost you and you roost them back, and then you get chirped at while he's riding by, and you get a penalty because you flipped him off because of what they said, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like let them be, let them have like, let them entertain. You know what I mean? The when they were
Mhm,
pulling up and Jets going like this, hey, like, dude, you're just mouthy, you're small to me, what, or whatever that meant to him.
mhm.
I thought it was good. It's great for the sport, and like Hayden said, I am bored if I get bored, I need to mix it up because that also motivates me and stuff like that. But is like I'm
Sure,
slowly seeing,
motivates you to get 3rd.
I'm starting to see though, like, even though Jets team says ignore it, I feel
Mhm,
it's slowly starting to get to Jet. Not saying it's doing it enough to where he's not gonna win. Like, but we all know how Hayden does. And we know some of these, right? I mean, Cooper Webb, he'll sit there and look at Tomac trying to get in his head, and Tomac's just locked in. All these riders do it. All
mhm.
these riders will be on the line and, excuse me, nitpick each other or try to get in their head. It's just all in the rider. But I think it's entertaining. I want to keep seeing it in the sport. Stop penalizing people.
So here's my 2 cents on it, I guess. Um, if I go down and one of my fucking rivals in the class is like, "You can't park there," or something, I'm flipping you off, right? Like, and I honestly think people go, "And you know what, dude? It might start getting to Jet." And I go, "I don't think Jet gives a fuck. He just
He
went
does it.
2-2 and his brother went
Yeah.
1-1,
He
and
Jet
he's
really
gone
does it.
1-1 in the past couple." So, no,
You
dude.
can't
I
park
think when they
there.
have a 40-point lead on your boy, I don't think they're really concerned about that.
No.
Especially when I watched Hayden Deegan that whole practice do his best to fucking qualify in the top position just for Jet to get the top lap and go, "Yeah, that's fast enough," and practice starts.
Yeah. You can't park there is hilarious. You know what? That's probably what
But
he said. Hey, you can't park there.
oh, I
Bink.
don't but my thing is this, brother, I came from Hangtown where Jason Lawrence fucking threw a tantrum when RV fucking threw his mic out. You get what I mean? Like, I come from where people beefed.
Yeah.
I remember Tyler Evans, dude. You can't tell me what
Legend.
beef is. You get what I mean? Like, you can't tell me what beef is. I watched that man climb a fence to get to somebody. You understand me? And it was tall as fuck. It was tall as fuck.
I remember that. San
So,
Francisco.
but that's what I'm talking about is like, dude, it's so funny. I'm going to throw it back. Are you ready for this?
Throw
I'm
it.
going to throw it back all the way to the 250 class where Hunter Lawrence won the main event and Deegan was second, I believe, or
Mhm.
third. And Hunter, they were asking Deegan about a rough pass. And Hunter goes, "Can I just say, like, can I just speak on
Yes.
this for a
Yeah.
second? You guys all say that you want the beef and you want the hard racing, and as soon as it happens, you cry on social
Yeah.
media, all of you. And this is my thing. Nobody nobody was harmed in what happened during practice.
Yeah.
If they're roosting each other, cool. If they're fighting in the pits, then you can penalize them, and I think they'll be happy
Exactly.
to pay it. But dude, and I get if Feld or anybody is like, "Well, it's because we're broadcasting and we caught it," right? If we hadn't had cameras on them and it had happened, it might be a different story and be like, "Ah, they were bickering," whatever. We've got cameras watching these 2 at every fucking second of qualifying,
Exactly. Yeah.
right? So it's one of those
Yeah.
like, yeah, and I think some people could be like, "Come on, Jet, don't let it get to you." I want you to critically think for 1 second. Do you think that it got to Jet when that gate dropped?
No, not at all.
That's it. That's it. And I've heard a lot of people. I've heard AC and JB talking about. I've heard people talking about where they're like, and I think it's just like at first I was like, yeah, I want him to chirp back, but you gotta handle yourself better than that, Jet. And I'm going, give it a break. He wore a fucking cutoff shirt with his girlfriend's name on it and a tombstone. If he flipped him off, I want you all to fucking chill. All of you chill.
Right.
If I'm fucking getting pestered by a dude who can't pass my brother, I'm
Or
flipping them
him.
all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm flipping them all. And for everybody going, it's starting to work. I go, for the same third place? I don't think so. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result is the definition of insanity.
Yeah.
And when people go, but Trevor, he's a
He's
rookie.
a rooker.
Give him a little bit of he's a rookie. Give him a little bit of sympathy. I go, you know where you'll find sympathy? In the middle of the dictionary between shit and
And
syphilis, dog. Go find it there. Go find it there. I don't have it.
I haven't heard
If you
that
want to
line in
come
a
up,
minute.
if you want to come up and you bark with the big dogs, don't be afraid when the big dog goes,
I'm hungry.
roof,
I'm gonna
and
bite.
then comes out
Yeah.
and fucking rips. Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. But when people are
Roof.
like, I think Hayden has what it takes to, do better than Jet in his rookie season. I go, and that's fucking crazy
Because
talk.
Jet was
You're insane.
undefeated. Yeah. Jet was undefeated. It's already
Undefeated.
past that.
And for anybody going, but the field wasn't, who else has gone undefeated in their rookie season? Oh, wait. It took
Exactly.
people a while.
Yeah.
It took people a while before they were able to put together undefeated seasons. Jet did it in his rookie year. Whether you want to say the field was stacked or not, he's kind of backed it up every time he gets on that gate.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't think the mind games work when he goes, right, but I'm faster. And
Yeah.
people
I
go,
think
but
Jet's
he's
just
learning.
over
And he
it. It's
goes,
so like annoying, like a fly on the
yeah,
wall.
it's like he's learning. And he goes, okay, so is Michael Harrop. What are we talking about? Right? Like, okay, RJ Hampshire's learning. He's getting faster every day. Nobody's asking me about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Hayden, yeah, dude, Hayden won all of his 250 titles. He won everything he needed to and moved up.
Yep.
Just like the rest of us, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
but But
Mhm.
that's what I'm talking about is like when people wanna be like, "Trevor, how do you care about the chirping?" I go, "You don't wanna know what I think. I think we should implement hockey rules. If somebody takes you out, you get to rip off the helmets and go at it for a couple of rounds, right? And then the
Until the
track crew
flagger
gets to
breaks you up.
jump and
Yeah.
grab you." Yeah, and the flaggers and crew come and grab you and take you away, right? And you gotta sit in the penalty box. And the penalty box is the truck you drove here with, right? Like, and you
Till
gotta sit
next
there and think about it.
practice. Yeah.
Exactly. But that's
No,
the thing
yeah.
is like, it's so funny when I hear and they're like, why is there so much animosity and rivalry between, and I go, so you took out my front wheel and I just crashed and broke my wrist. Thank you. I fucking hate you forever now, right? Like, the
Yeah.
hate is renewed, my worldview is skewed, and I'm coming for that ass. So, it's just one of those, like, you're watching
Yeah.
a sport where, like, yeah, dude, if Hayden goes, "I'm gonna try and challenge him during qualifying," takes him out or any of that, or fucking roosts him, and it fucking smacks him in the neck, swells his neck up. Yeah, of course you're fucking mad about that, but I really hated when they showed Jet roosting him and omitted the first corner right before where Hayden looks back and sees him and goes, "Yeah," and roosts the shit out of him, and then he's like, "All right, you guys are wanting to spin your narrative, that's fine." Anybody watching qualifying would have seen Hayden fucking do it first, and
Yeah.
Jet comes around and does it.
Well,
But
did you
when
hear
Jet
what he
got asked
said? "Oh,
about
yeah,
it,
I had some mud on the tire, just need to get the mud off."
clearing it,
Like, dude, yeah,
yeah, clearing the mud.
clearing the mud off the tire.
Because it's this, dude. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? If Hayden has the speed to do it, then get it done.
Yeah.
Then get it done. The brothers are not immortal. They crash, they make mistakes, find ways to capitalize on it. But I'll be honest, doing a lot of this, I don't think it's gonna work as well as you think it is.
In the
'Cause these
450
dudes weren't
class, yeah.
undefeated and spoon-fed their whole life, just like any other champion. They had to fucking work for it. Nobody gets this shit handed to them.
Yeah.
When people go, "Well, Jet won the championship and it wasn't sack." Yeah, that'd be fine if he was getting okay results and pulled the championship. He went undefeated. Nobody could beat him.
Yeah.
Then he went to MXON and him and his brother stomped everybody there. What do you want? What do you want? He's got MXON. He's
You know
got
what I
every
want?
450 title.
I want
He's got
Ryan
every
Villapoto
250
back.
title.
Prime Villapoto back.
Get him
That's
in
what I
there.
want.
Marchbanks and Villapoto fucking ripping the
Chases
rest of the
out Ryan.
motocross.
Start practicing, bro, because you could still be a top 5 guy. Or, I want to get up there. Get up there.
You know what? While we're at it, everybody come back.
A
Everybody
Stewart
come
on the
back.
line. Like, let's bring back the retired vets, dude.
Let's
100%.
bring them all
Where's
back.
Kevin Windham?
Show me Tim Ferry on that fucking bike right now.
Where the hell
Give
is
me
Mike LaRocco? Huh?
dude, real, real.
So many
Give me Kevin
legends.
Windham, hat backwards, boots on, no gear, no gloves,
Tank top.
ripping, ripping, dude. But
Dude, my
anyways,
God.
that's how I'm
Yes.
feeling about the 450 class. Do I think Hayden can take a 1-1? Sure, you have to dethrone 2 of the best in the world before you do that. And
Of
I understand
course.
me
Yeah.
saying that sentence. A lot of people don't want to put critical thought into it, but it's this. The fastest in the other side of the world came over and looked at Jet and were like, "That's crazy. That's crazy."
Yeah.
And Jet was like, "Thank you. Thanks." You've got to beat that, and it starts in qualifying. Because if either of these brothers walk away with top qualifier, they're going to the gate going, "Yeah."
It's on like
It's
Donkey
rare
Kong.
if it's rare if you're gonna beat them to the start, and Jet's already proven I could get top 10 start and make my way up there.
Yes.
It's
Top
not hard.
20. Yeah.
Right. But that's the thing. He's like, it's not hard. And I've done it before. And I think the only threat to the Lawrence brothers as of right now, if we look at the championship and we do critical thinking, is Hayden Deegan. But he's not putting it together. Fifth, third, sixth, and third overall, right? It is what it is. And some people will be like, well, that 11th place really hurt him. And it's like, okay, well, fines
Yeah.
hurt, penalties hurt. Got to
Yeah.
learn. It's rookie year. I'm on the same team as everybody else going, yeah, it's his rookie year. But rookie year, you're in third place in this class. Awesome. You're doing good. Do I think he has a 1-1 in his future? I think it can happen. Anything can happen when the gate drops,
Yeah.
for sure. Right? But I'm not sitting here going, I am looking forward to Jorge Prado going 1-1. Jorge Prado's got to beat RJ Hampshire, Marchbanks. He's also got to beat AP. He's got to beat Hayden Deegan, Hunter Lawrence, and Jet Lawrence. That's got to be a picture perfect day for him and a lot of bad days for other people.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
it is. Hayden, yeah, you could definitely get a 1-1. Two people have to have a really bad day
Yes.
because Hunter's had bad days and he still pulled it off,
Yeah.
right? That's my opinion. Great race, though.
What is our picks going into the 4th of July at Redbud, which is going to
Yeah.
be insane.
Yeah.
250. I'll start it off. I think I'm gonna go Cole Davies, man. I think he's gonna definitely want to keep that momentum going. I think it's gonna be Cole Davies, Levi Kitchen, and Julian Beaumere. And my wild card is gonna be Casey Cochran.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with those top four.
I'm going to go Julian Beaumere, Joe Shimoda, Levi Kitchen, wild card Cole Davies. Mm-hmm.
Mixing it
Mm-hmm.
up. I like it. Okay, okay. What about
Mm-hmm.
450s going into Redbud?
450 class. Dude. And this is where it gets hard for me because it's come down to picking one of the Lawrence brothers while both of them are lightning fast. But honestly, dude, I think I'm going to go Hunter Lawrence.
Yeah.
Hunter Lawrence in the first. And I think I'm going to go Hunter, Jet, and I think I'm going to go Prado, wild card Deegan.
Okay. So I'm definitely, I agree with the first two. It's gonna be Hunter, then Jet. I will say Hayden in third because
Mm-hmm.
and this is why, like in that order, Hayden will probably be top 3 because the crowd, he loves the crowd. It's gonna be wild. Everyone there is just like America. Like it's gonna be the 4th of July. He's gonna use that for extra motivation, and I think he's going to bring the heat. I think it's going to be good racing from all three, but it's going to be Hunter, Jet, Deegan. And for my wild card, oh man,
We also know Joe Shimoda's good here.
yeah, Joe Shimoda is good. I totally forgot about that too.
Mm-hmm. But
um
anyways, 450s, yeah.
yeah, it's so hard because everybody's here. um my wild card, you know what, dude, maybe it'll be the same for AP. Just the energy from the crowd, like America's birthday, like what, I'm gonna go wild card AP just from what I saw at Thunder Valley. I think I'm gonna go with AP. A little different, could be wrong, but you know what? I'm going for it.
Solid pick. I like it.
Anything can happen though. It is definitely like Red Bud. Like, and I'm forgetting, I don't know why I'm forgetting Nate. Like, yeah, when you brought up Joe is going to
Uh,
be a heavy hitter. Um, Gosh, who knows? We might see
I just
Hymus.
I
Like,
I've been
it's
but I don't know about Hymus. Hymus hasn't been showing me much lately, and I don't expect him to just wildly pull it together for Redbud.
yeah,
I also think that Joe has been struggling a bit.
a little
So
bit.
I'm
Yeah,
not expecting him to be, you know, one-wanting. I've been wrong before, and I'm happy to be. I'd
yeah.
love to see Joe get a 1-1. Um, but yeah, dude, 450, good pick with AP. It's
I'm
one
gonna
of
go
those
for
I
it,
feel
dude.
it
Like,
I
yeah,
feel it in my bones when I see AP come back and keep the pace like he did this last weekend.
yes.
I'm a fan, brother.
And
I'm a fan of
he's
the
getting
cowboy.
back to his normal speed, his normal self and confidence. So I like just a battle he had with his teammate Jorge Prado. So I think it's going to be good. This coming race is going to be good for AP. So we'll see. But
Mhm.
again, a lot of cards on the table. We'll definitely see how it plays out. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Can't wait for the 4th of July at Redbud. Thank you guys for always tuning in. Leave a like, leave a comment of who you guys think is going to dominate at Redbud for the 4th of July, and what kind of your guys' thoughts are between the 250 and 450. Let us know. Let us know how the channel is doing, what you guys like about it. And yeah, we will see you after. Like, share, subscribe. This is False Neutral Media. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.